Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel where we learn everything on savings, budgeting, and journaling. In today's video, we're going to be talking about savings. For me, I think saving is a skill because when it comes to savings, it requires a lot of sacrifice. It involves reducing the amount of money you spend on yourself and for fun on a normal basis. That's why in today's video, I've decided to share with you 12 ultimate saving hacks that can help you to save money. The first saving hack here is to let a robot save for you. Now, I do not mean an actual robot, but I'm talking about the devices we hold. Now, we all hold our devices most of the times during the day, so why not let the device do the job? There are so many apps that are compatible with iOS and Android devices, which can help you to succeed in your savings journey. Now, these apps help you to track your goal and to track your savings journey. For example, they record the start day, how much you want to save within a specific period of time, and from time to time this app sends you reminders to help you see how far you've gone with your savings, what is left, and what it will take for you to achieve your saving goals. The second saving hack here is to try the no spend day challenge. Now this simply means, as the name implies, that 24 hours in 24 hours daytime, including night times, you do not have to touch your wallet. Now this is a fun thing to do, so you can also try it with your friends or you can do it by yourself. Now more importantly, you have to be mindful of what day you choose. For example, if you choose during the weekend, it will be more tempting because during the weekends you want to go out with friends or treat yourself for all the stress you've gone through during the week. Now if you choose a work day, there are lesser temptations because you'll be working and you can occupy yourself with so many things. Now I'm going to give some tips that can help you to succeed. For one, if you have a job, you can trek to work or you can use a bicycle. Then if you have to really take a cab, then I'll suggest that would be an exemption. Apart from that, make sure you use the coffee your office provides and do not stop anywhere on your way home. Cook, make sure there's food at home already. You can also take food to work to prevent you from buying food. This can also help you to succeed in this 24 hours challenge. Now, as you already saw, the next tip is to buy used. Now, most people who save money act broke. They don't buy nothing for themselves, but no, instead of being the first user, you can actually buy used items and become the second user. By doing so, you can save 50% of the full money you'd have used in purchasing that item. It could be outfits, it could be gadgets. Being the second user can actually help you to save more money because then you won't buy it the full price that the first user actually bought it. But there are some items that are not good to be the second user. Those items are also exemptions. The fourth tip here is to write a list before you go shopping. Now, writing a list before you go shopping or before you get to the shopping mall helps you to reach your target without spending too much or spending under. Now, when you know what you want to buy, the moment you get to the shopping mall, you walk straight to the center, buy what you want, and walk out. And you also need to develop self-control so you don't see random things and then you have to stop and then buy them, which can also help you or not help you. Let me use the word not help you. So write a list at home and then go to the shopping mall with cash, the exact amount of money you would need to spend at the mall from your list with a little bit extra just in case of emergencies. Now, by stop buying water, I actually mean stop buying. Now, instead of buying water every time you go out at random places, you can actually buy a water can, not the children type, but the ones that are a little bit matured and clear. So, what you have to do is buy the water cans whenever you're going out, fill it up with water so that when you go out, it reduces the amount of time you have to stop for one, and secondly, if you save up all the money you spend in buying plastic water bottles, it will go a long way in boosting your savings. So that is why this tip says stop buying water. Now the next tip says create a budget. A budget is a financial plan that carries you for a specific period of time. Now with a budget, you know exactly how much you're saving, how much you spend, how much you need, and how much you want. On my budgeting series, I explain more on needs and wants, but one thing I always say is As a good financial person, you need different bank accounts. Now, one bank account is for savings. With a budget, you've already estimated the amount of money from your income that will be going to your bank account, which is for savings. So creating a budget helps you in doing just that. Now, as you can already see on the paper, the next tip is don't spend yet. This saving hack simply means that whenever you have a want, you do not need to satisfy that want immediately. It means you should give it time. The things you wanted last month are very different from the things you would want this month, and very different from the things you would also want next month. The things I already bought last month, they don't really amuse me anymore. So the point is, have patience and wait. Now, if you have or you want three different things, how about you split them? You buy one this month, buy one the next month, and buy one the next upper month. At times, what you would notice is before the next month, you would not really want that thing you wanted to buy again, and then you can just cancel it. So this is one hack that I always use. Now, the eighth hack is to eat less meat. You can use the excuse that meat is not very good to the health if you eat it too often. Now, instead of buying meat, you can just cook your veggies and any other meal, and then excuse yourself from using meat, and add up the amount of money you spend not eating meat or the amount of money you've saved not eating meat to your bank account. Like I earlier mentioned with using a budget, when your salary hits your bank account, you've already transferred a certain amount of money to your savings account. Within the month, this little money that you are able to cop out from your spend can also be transferred to your bank account, which is for savings. The ninth hack is to hold on, which simply means that whenever you're trying to purchase an item, you need to give yourself 3 days break. And during that 3 days break, this helps you to see if you really love that item or you were just moved by the desire that someone was putting it on or it looks very nice on someone else. The next tip is to hire. Now, when you hire something, this has to be an item that you're very sure you would not use very often. There are items you buy and you use this only once in your lifetime, or you don't use it very often. It could be once in 5 years. These are the kind of items you need to hire, and you're going to pay less than half the amount of money you have spent in buying that item. The 11th hack is to never postpone bills or the amount of money you're owing someone. If you postpone the money just because it's very little, it's going to sum up and this will affect your savings. One time I did it and I learned a lesson in the hard way. So never postpone bills or the money you're owing someone. Pay it off no matter how little it is. And then DIY. There are lots of videos on YouTube that teaches you how to do this, how to do that. Don't use this for granted. Learn them, use them. Instead of paying someone the money to do little tasks for you, you can search it up on YouTube and do it yourself. Unless maybe you're a boss and you want to help people do little tasks and then you pay them. Well, that's fine. Let me know in the comment section if you've used any of these hacks, if you love them, and if you're going to try them. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. Bye.